Eala Nation, have you ever felt like no matter how hard you climb, there's a specific wall you just can't scale? For Alex Eala, that wall isn't made of concrete, it's made in the Czech Republic. Today is Monday, February 9th, and as Doha prepares for the opening shots of the first WTA 1000 of the season, we aren't just looking at a match. We are looking at a battle against a decade-long curse. The tennis world is buzzing because today, Alex Eala isn't just making her debut in Qatar. She is fighting for her soul against a statistic that is almost impossible to believe. Did you know that in her entire professional career, Alex has never beaten a player from the Czech Republic? Let that sink in for a moment. Her record is a haunting 0 wins and 9 losses. Whether it's Grand Slam winners, top 10 veterans or young qualifiers, the Czech Wall has always stood firm. It started back in her early ITF days and has followed her all the way to the big stage. We've seen her fight hard, we've seen her take sets, but every time she faces that flagged Czechia, something goes wrong. And look at the sheer drama of the Doha draw. For her first ever direct entry into a WTA 1000, a tournament featuring the likes of Iga Swiatek and Elena Rybakina, the gods of tennis have placed her right back in front of her ultimate nemesis, Tereza Valentova. This isn't just a repeat of their Japan Open clash in Osaka last October. That was a match we all want to delete from our memories. In just 89 minutes, Valentova, who was a qualifier back then too, dismantled Alex 6-1, 6-2. Alex was winning only 28% of her second serve points, and it felt like she had no answer for Valentova's flat, aggressive ground strokes. But why is the pressure so much higher today? Because the timing has shifted. Originally scheduled for Sunday, the match was moved to today, Monday, February 9th. This extra 24 hours of waiting has only added to the tension. Alex is now sitting at a career-high world number 38 after her heroics in Abu Dhabi, while Valentova is right behind her at number 44. They are shoulder to shoulder in the rankings, but worlds apart in their head-to-head history. In this 20-minute deep dive special, we are going into the war room. We are going to analyze exactly why Czech players have become Alex's kryptonite. Is it their height? Is it their training at the famous Sparta Prague Academy? Or is it just a mental block that Alex needs to shatter? We'll look at the tactical shifts Alex has made since that Abu Dhabi quarterfinal, and most importantly, we'll give you the new official match timings for Manila and Pakistan. Is this the day the curse finally dies? Or will the 0-9 record turn into 0-10? Let's dive deep into the most tactical and emotional match of Alex Eala's 2026 season. But wait, why is the Czech Republic such a nightmare for Alex Eala? To understand the future, we have to look at the scars of the past. When we say the record is 0-9, we aren't just talking about small tournaments. We are talking about major setbacks on the biggest stages of the world. Let's look at the evidence. Just last year at Wimbledon 2025, Alex faced the former French Open champion Barbara Krejcikova. Alex won the first set 6-3, showing the world that she can outplay the best. But then, the Czech resilience kicked in. Krejcikova changed her tactics, slowed down the pace, and Alex lost the next 2 sets 2-6, 1-6. Then came the Canadian Open in Montreal, July 2025. Alex was up against another Czech titan, the former Wimbledon winner Marketa Vondrausova. History repeated itself. Alex took the first set 6-3, but the Czech left-hander outmaneuvered her, taking the match in 3 sets. These aren't just losses, they are psychological wounds. Even against rising stars like Linda Fruhvirtova in Birmingham, Alex fought for 3 long sets but couldn't cross the finish line. So what is the secret sauce of the Czech Republic? Why is a country with a population of only 10 million producing so many female tennis champions? From Martina Navratilova to Petra Kvitova, and now to Tereza Valentova, there is a system in place. The Czech style is built on 3 pillars: height, power and flat hitting. Most Czech players, including Valentova, who stands at 59, are trained from childhood at the famous TK Sparta Prague or Prostojov academies. They are taught to hit the ball flat and early, taking time away from their opponents. This is exactly why Alex struggles. Alex loves rhythm. She loves long rallies where she can use her lefty topspin. But the Czechs don't give her that rhythm. They hit through her topspin, forcing Alex into defensive positions. And now let's talk about the girl of the hour, Tereza Valentova. In Osaka, she exposed every single weakness in Alex's game. Valentova didn't just win, she dominated. She knew that Alex's second serve was vulnerable, and she attacked it like a shark. She hit 21 winners that day, most of them coming from returns that Alex couldn't even touch. But here is the real twist for today's match in Doha. While the 0-9 record looks scary on paper, it also shows that Alex is constantly putting herself in positions to face the best. She is no longer losing to random players, she is losing to the elite of the Czech Republic. And every time she loses, she learns. In Abu Dhabi last week, we saw a more aggressive Alex. We saw her saving match points against Alexandra Sasnovich. We saw her fighting till the very last second. The question for today is, has Alex finally cracked the Czech code? Has she spent enough time in the war room studying Valentova's flat backhand? Because if she hasn't, the 0-9 jinx could become a double-digit nightmare. But if she has, oh Eala Nation, the celebration in Manila will be heard all the way to Prague. But Eala Nation, here is the real question. If the history is 0-9 and if Valentova is so dangerous, then why are we so confident this time? The answer lies in the 2026 evolution of Alex Eala. If you look at the Alex Eala who played in Osaka last year, she was a player who relied almost entirely on her grit and defense. But the Alex we saw just a few days ago in Abu Dhabi, she is a different beast altogether. Since the start of 2026, Alex has made a quiet upgrade to her game that is finally starting to make the elite players nervous. Serve evolution, the first major change is her service intent. For years, Alex's serve was considered her Achilles heel, a liability that opponents like Valentova would attack without mercy. But in 2026, Alex has changed her rhythm. She is no longer just starting the point, she is using her serve as a weapon to earn time and space. Even if she hits a few more double faults, her first serve percentage has stabilized, and more importantly, the speed has increased. In her match against Alexandra Sasnovich, Alex showed that she can now hold her serve under extreme pressure, saving break points with a boldness we haven't seen before. The Rafa Nadal training, and let's talk about the secret sauce behind this change. Just before the 2026 season kicked off, Alex had a dream come true training block at the Rafa Nadal Academy. She didn't just train at the facility, she actually shared the court with the legend himself, Rafa Nadal. Rafa, who has now moved into a mentoring role, spent hours giving Alex technical tips on her forehand and her court positioning. You can see the influence in her game today. Like Rafa, Alex is now playing with a bolder first ball. She is trying to dictate the point early rather than just reacting. This is exactly what you need to beat a Czech player like Valentova. You cannot let Valentova sit on the baseline and dictate. You have to take the fight to her. The tactical mindset, another massive jump, has been her break point conversion. In 2025, Alex often struggled to finish off big games, but in her recent run to the Abu Dhabi quarterfinals, she showed a champion's mentality. Whether she was down 2-5 in the third set against Sasnovich or facing top 20 stars, she never blinked. She is now ranked world number 38 in the live rankings, the first Filipino in history to crack the top 40. This isn't just a number, it's a shield of confidence. When she walks out in Doha today, she isn't walking out as the girl who lost in Osaka. She is walking out as the SEA Games gold medalist, the Abu Dhabi quarterfinalist, and the pride of 110 million people. She knows that Valentova likes to hit flat. She knows that Czech players thrive on pace. But this time, Alex has the heavy topspin and the mental toughness to make Valentova hit that extra ball. And in tennis, that extra ball is where matches are won and lost. Alex Eala is no longer just a newcomer, she is a contender. And for the first time in 10 attempts, the Czech Wall looks like it might finally be crumbling. Now, let's talk about what is actually on the line today. This isn't just about a trophy. It's about a massive injection of points and prize money that could change the trajectory of Alex Eala's entire 2026 season. First, let's look at the cold, hard numbers. As a WTA 1000 event, the Qatar TotalEnergies Open has a staggering prize purse of over $4 million. Just by being in the first round, Alex has already secured $18,300. But if she gets her revenge against Valentova and moves into the second round, that paycheck jumps to $26,000. That's more than 1.4 million Philippine pesos for just one victory. Imagine that, life-changing money for just a couple of hours on the court. But for Alex, the points are even more valuable than the money. A win today guarantees her 65 ranking points. Right now, Alex is sitting at a projected career high of world number 38. If she clears this first hurdle, she is projected to climb into the top 35, putting her within striking distance of the elite top 30. Why does the top 30 matter? Because being in the top 30 means you get seeded at Grand Slams. It means you don't have to face the likes of Iga Swiatek in the very first round. This match is the key that opens the door to the big leagues of tennis. And now for the part that has everyone on social media losing their minds. the Emma Raducanu collision. The Doha draw is a masterpiece of drama. Both Alex Eala and Emma Raducanu are placed in the same section of the bracket. Emma, the 2021 US Open champion, is also facing a qualifier in her opening round. If, and it's a big if, both Alex and Emma win their matches, we are on a collision course for a round 3 blockbuster. Think about that matchup, the pride of the Philippines versus the golden girl of British tennis. Both are Grand Slam Junior winners, both are media superstars, and both represent the future of the WTA. A win against Valentova today isn't just a win. It's Alex Eala's ticket to a global stage that would be the headline of every sports newspaper from Manila to London. But Alex can't afford to look that far ahead just yet. She knows that in tennis, if you overlook the opponent in front of you, you've already lost. Valentova is the obstacle, Raducanu is the prize, and the top 30 is the destination. The stakes have never been higher, and the pressure is a privilege that Alex Eala has earned with every drop of sweat in Abu Dhabi. Eala Nation, are you ready for the climb? As we head into the final hours before this historic clash, the only question remains: when and where can we witness this moment of glory? After the weather and schedule changes in Doha, the official order of play is finally out, and you need to have your alarms ready. The match between Alex Eala and Tereza Valentova is officially set for Monday, February 9th. It is scheduled as one of the opening matches on the outside courts at the magnificent Khalifa International Tennis and Squash Complex. Now let's talk about the exact timings, because this is where it gets crucial. The matches are scheduled to start at 10:00 a.m. Doha local time. For our fans in Pakistan, that means you need to be ready by 12:00 p.m. noon. And for the millions of fans in the Philippines, the match will kick off at 3:00 p.m. PHT. This is the primetime slot. Whether you are at work, at school, or at home, make sure you have your streams ready, because history doesn't wait for anyone. But let's talk about the X factor that the stats won't tell you, the Pinoy crowd in Qatar. Doha is home to over 250,000 Filipinos, and they have been waiting for this moment. We saw it in Abu Dhabi, but Doha is going to be on another level. That roar from the crowd when Alex hits a cross-court winner, that is her secret fuel. Valentova might have the Czech tennis system behind her, but Alex has the heartbeat of an entire nation. So what is the final verdict? My prediction for today: I am going with Alex Eala in a hard-fought 3-set victory. I believe the CZECH JINX ends today. Alex is more fit, more experienced, and more motivated than she was in Osaka. I'm predicting a scoreline of 6-4, 3-6, 6-4. It's going to be a roller coaster, but it's going to be the moment Alex Eala truly arrives on the WTA 1000 stage. This isn't just about a 0-9 record anymore. It's about showing the world that the Philippines belongs in the top 30. From the Rizal Memorial Sports Complex to the Rafa Nadal Academy, and now to the bright lights of Doha, the journey has been long, but the destination is here. Eala Nation, the time for talking is over. It's time for action. If you believe in Alex, if you believe she can break the jinx, I want you to flood the comments section right now with Laban Alex and break the jinx. Make sure you hit that notification bell, because as soon as the match ends, I'll be back here with the full highlights and the update on that Emma Raducanu clash. Thank you for watching, thank you for supporting our Pinoy pride, and let's go get that win. Philippines, the world is watching. Laban.